And he's sitting there. He should have been able to nail him tack sharp unless he flipped so quickly. That was like 5 milliseconds. I'm going to give it a 9.
Old South Gate.
So a very strong image, made extremely stronger by the fact the door's slightly open. If that were closed, that image wouldn't be as strong. It invites you in. It's saying, okay, you can come into the image versus it being closed where it says stay out. The Chinese symbols above here, kind of tell us about where I think it's at. The symmetry, once again, just perfect symmetry. It fits in the frame gorgeous. I'd say it's a 14.
Don't get out of line.
Ooh, I love this. Okay, this is a fabulous camera angle. The person is down low, shooting up at this, so somebody's really thinking this through. The way the lines are all going here, kind of everything kind of would actually bring you to this guy, even though they're all over the place. You still come right to the man and dog. The only thing that would make this pop more would be if the rest of the image brightness were down a little bit and it were a little bit lighter on him. He and the dog are a bit hard to separate from everything else because they're high. The brightness on him is equal to, if not a little bit less, than some of the other things. It is a 14.
Beech tree leaf.
Oh, take it over. Now I know that leaf wasn't moving. Mergers like that, can just kill you. If you get too tight on an image, you end up with that. And an image that goes, can pop out as a 15, comes back because of just little simple stupid things. So it's a 13.
The old white barn.
A grunge kind of look here on the old barn. The sky is very, very prominent, and it takes us away somewhat from the barn. The HDR effect in the sky is so strong that we sometimes we're forgetting to look at the barn because those are really cool clouds. I love how you have the composition here, the way we go into the barn, the way we the barn itself is spectacular. It is in the image, you've got plenty of room around, all this space here is used well, the trees fill in well in the field. 13.
Old vines, old stones.
Love the subject. Love how these vines are just taking over the whole area. The black and white adds strength to it. The couple things, first of all, it really isn't sharpened through here. I mean, this is the kind of image, again, it's not moving. You should really, you want to take this like an F22. You want to get every single aspect sharp here. Everything has to be sharp. The tonal range is a bit flat. I think you're missing out on some of your mid-tones, and because of that, it has a flatness to the black and white, so we got to be careful when you use black and white. You want to use all the tonal range to get it to pop. Going to give this one an 11.
Ready for carnival.
I wonder if that's related to the eyes. The relationship of these two characters is absolutely amazing. the costumes, the look here is just captivating. I think that similar to the man and dog is that the background is so bright that these guys, we don't tend to focus quite as strongly because they are a bit darker. We've got very bright backgrounds. If you could go post-process, darken the yellows, darken the background up a little bit, and get these people to pop a little bit lighter, I think they'll stand out more and really going to be brought into the image more. That's a 12.
Evening stroll.
Great time of the evening, beautiful spot. These models, they couldn't be better. I mean, they look like they were drawn in there so perfect. I mean, your exposure is perfect. The silhouetting is gorgeous. 14.
Dominican afternoon.
Okay. Great animation. This guy's a great subject. I mean, you can tell he's telling a story and everybody's listening with intent, and there's obviously something fun going on because we have smiles. I love the subject. I love how you have them placed in the image. The tree here just provides that shade in what's obviously a very hot time of the day. The problem is that it's just so soft. I mean, there's no sharpness here whatsoever. And we've got some things in the background here that take away. I mean, it's a great snapshot of these guys in the Dominican. It's a 9.
Lightning regatta.
Okay. This is a great moment to capture the image. I look at the 1, 2, 3. The repeatingness here is just perfect. You waited for the back boat just to kind of hit there so that it comes right through and fills in the gap. And this guy here is just filling in the gap. Your exposure is great. You don't have any, the whites aren't blown out. The sky is just a little bit dark. I almost think that maybe these are dark gray clouds in the back and there's more lightning than just on the boats. I think that I would like to see this not quite crammed into the space as much. I'd like to see a little more openness to it, which I think would just give it more impact. But I'm going to give that a 12.
Santa Monica sunset.
So even though our light's here and going away, notice that we have everything here. Nothing's really blocked up. This is all lit so we can see our foreground. And the beauty is, you've got your the sun coming through these gorgeous rays here. The problem is that really is the subject, and this is more about a fence and some grass here and the sunset kind of being there rather than the sunset being kind of more in my face. So I think it's a beautiful setting. The exposure is great. I mean, it's well thought out, but I'm not sure this is, well, it's not, it's just not adding anything here. So I'm going to give it a 12.
Dune sunset.
All right. So this is a different sunset in terms of the fact that that is the subject. And that's the subject because all of this takes me to the subject. This takes me to the subject. I stopped being in the, I don't want to keep going there. I want to go that way. I love the exposure. The golden color here is just killer awesome. So I think the composition is strong, the sun is strong. 13.
Columbine on the lake.
Okay. So Somebody had a good eye seeing the columbine there. I mean, they're beautiful. The problem you're running into is that everything is soft. There's absolutely nothing, none of the columbine are in focus. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure where the focus is. Kind of the whole, unless I'm missing, the whole image is just very out of focus. Now, if these guys are in the breeze, I'm okay with that, but you need everything else to be super sharp, and if they're moving, that's okay, because that tells you that, but here, everything's out of focus. And while they're the subject, you have things here that are kind of detracting. You've got a big triangle here that's detracting. It's a 9.
That's it. Two 14s.
Jerry Hazlitt again. And Mary Kay Tellerico.
A 14.
Bonnie White.
With the white.
Ning Shen.
What's it say over the door?
What is that? Oh, the character?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Old Southgate.
Is it? Okay. Is that what it's at?
What's it say?
Old Southgate.
Is that what it says over the door? Okay. Great.
Two 15s.
John Jaslinsky.
Nice.
Candy
Candy.
Felice.
Three 15s. Otis.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you,
Becky.
Claire.